Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper, and today I've got an easy dimensional background technique to share with you. I've got some great Heffy Doodle products here. This is the Wanna Build a Snowman stamp set, and it's a really cute critter release, and you can build your own snowman. I'm not going to today, or not in the video anyway, but I'm also going to be using these dies. They're called Strips of Ease. Isn't that just the best name? They're a great die for adding a sentiment to your card, but I'm going to use it a little bit differently today. I've cut 3 different colours of cardstock, so nice bright fun card, so bright orange, hot pink and a really bright green as well, and just cut them in all different sizes and more than I need, because then I don't have to worry about coming back and die cutting. I've also die cut fun foam. Now I've only made it wide enough to fit on the front of my card, so I didn't actually bother to cut the whole width of the die cut out, because I know I'm not going to need it, because I'm going to be creating a vertical card or a portrait style card, and these dies are long enough that you can use them either on a landscape or a portrait, and that just makes them so practical, and you can use them for lots of different techniques, but today I decided to make a dimensional background. So I'm using my matte medium to add the die cut cardstock to the fun foam, and I'm going to do that now so that I can set that aside to dry while I get my critters ready. It doesn't take long to dry this matte medium, but I thought it's better to have this all done and ready to go. Don't these colours look great together? They're really sweet. I usually just do pink and orange, but today I thought I'd add green. Now there's 3 penguins in this stamp set, and I've stamped all of them out. I've just used some Memento Tuxedo Black, and I've decided to do some Copic colouring. Just really simple colouring today. I did a little bit of shading, but pretty much they are small images, and I find that with fun images like this I don't like to actually overshade. I think it sort of detracts from it a bit. So and they're fun and they're bright, they don't need to be looking too realistic. So say with this orange here, I just do a base color of a lighter orange, and then what I'll do is I'll come in with a darker one and just add a splodge, and I find that's often more than enough. I don't come back in and reblend or anything. I think it looks a bit more cartoony if you don't overblend it. And obviously I've just been using the same colours here. Yes, I did notice I hadn't coloured that little fin in. Is it a fin? Flappy? Flapper? Flap? I don't know. Wing? It'd have to be a wing, wouldn't it? Don't know. Anyway, I did colour it in, and I'm sure someone will tell me. Oh, you start talking on these YouTube videos and you forget words. It's hilarious. And I will list all the colours at the blog as well. Alright, so I want to do a 2-tone sentiment, and this is a Heffy Doodle die. It's a Heffy cut, and it's the word love. And to get my second tone on the die cut word, I'm simply just die cutting half the word, and I just made sure that it was nice and straight on the black cardstock. I've die cut it in some fun foam as well, and just adding some matte medium to that. Not too much, because I don't want it to squish out everywhere. And then I can just pop my white cardstock die cut on top, and then add the portions of the black cardstock to the base of it, which is going to create the 2-tone effect. And then I can just set this aside to dry. I think this is a really fun technique to do. It also looks great if you use a glitter cardstock to have half and half glitter. You can also colour it. That's a great way to sort of mix and match. And make sure you've got perfectly matching colours if you haven't got the right colour cardstock. Right, so my strips of ease. are dry now, and I'm just working out where I want them. They're going to be adhered directly onto the front of my top fold card. And to do this, I'm going to use some score tape. I find it has a nice strong hold, and it'll save me squeezing liquid glue out of the bottle. And I've got 3 different sizes of score tape here. I use the 1/8, the 1/4 and the 1/2 inch. Then I can just simply remove the tape and adhere it straight down. I'm just trying to make it nice and even between each of the strips of ease. You can tell I'm wrapped with that name of that. And then once it's all adhered down, what I like to do is actually flip the card over, and then I can use a long straight pair of scissors to cut away the edges. Now, I didn't think of this at the time, but watching now, I should have actually deactivated the stick with my powder tool, and that would have made cutting these edges away much easier. But I think you get a nice straight edge doing it this way. So I'm using the Sending Sentiment. It's from the Yappy Happy Mail set, and there is a word sending in the Want to Build a Snowman set. I was just too lazy to selectively stamp it or cut it away, and I think this one's just slightly bigger, so it fit better. And then all that's left to do is adhere the sentiment. I just used my matte medium for that, and then popped up my 3 little penguins. Aren't they cute? I think it looks like he's telling a joke, and that the one in the middle is rolling around laughing. And then the other one is just flipping about in excitement. That's how I see it anyway. Thanks so much to Heffy Doodle and for Ellen Hutson for featuring these stamps and dies. I've had a blast. So don't forget to head to the blog, because I've got a couple of other cards that I've made using the same set, and I've actually made snowmen in those ones. There's a couple of them actually. So glad you could join me here today. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.